I think that works. There's no more feedback. Hey guys, well, it's me again. It's been a few days. It's definitely been a few days. I am back. Been busy with a lot of stuff. Trying to get the neon purely pigment individuals up. They're up. Finishing the first recipes for the Crystal Serpentine set, that new Bling IT set. Those were some of the colors that I showed you guys last time when we went off air. I found a whole bunch of Bling IT jars as I'm going through these trays. And for those of you that don't know me, my name is Leslie Ohnstad. I am the creator of ColorArte products. I'm your host of ColorPlay Live, 3 days a week, Tuesdays and Fridays at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time and 9 a.m. on Saturdays. Normally, today is a special Wednesday broadcast. I did skip yesterday as I ran out of time and started getting near the live. I was about to pass out. It's just, as Patty Simmons said when she came and saw me and she filled up some of these beautiful jars for you guys, she said, all this stuff here, I can see why it's paralyzing. So it's not a complaint, it's just there's a lot of stuff. So Howard had asked about his mystery box. And Howard, I am still going through every jar and I want to open up every one of them, see if there's something that's a beautiful color that needs to go into a future primary element. For example, the new Dragon's Lair set, which we also put up on the website yesterday, that's being developed out of colors that I've made over the past 19 years that never made it into the primary element set. Same thing with these Bling ITs. Funny story, there are about 35 to 50 more sitting on my lab table right now that I've got to go through. It's crazy. So you got yours. Yeah, I think I asked Howard this morning to make sure he gave me his focal color, what he wanted. I don't know why she is suddenly all interested in being in this, but somehow Jasmine wants to be hanging around me. She hasn't been in the last few broadcasts. I'm going to show you a sample of one of the boxes. So it's a large flat rate box. Get this thing up here so you guys can see this. It's a large flat rate box. We've asked you guys for your favorite metallics so we can give you a big tub of a metallic. These are 8-ounce tubs that we put the Prism Pour in. They'll be a little bit more than half full. Hey Sally, how you doing? Approximately 20 to 21 of these cute little guys. Patty Simmons came and helped me when breaking down Bling IT jars in PE means purple. So you know when you're opening it up, is this just a mineral blend or is this a primary element blend? There's about 20 of those. An average box will have, hey Patty, this is Patty's handwriting, everybody. There's 4 large jars. You're gonna get at least 1/2 to 3/4 away full with the focal color that you asked for. There's a resin art, there's some vivid intense, there's a 6-pack of Prism Pour, a little sampling of everything, some of our moon rocks. I mean, this is something I've never even used on camera. We've got 2 sizes of these gold flakes that are actual bling, the moon rocks. This is the color Driftwood, and there'll be a package of champagne also in there, the ones that look silver. But this is an example of what a full mystery box value of over $500 is. Oh, and let's not, gosh, if I can find it, I stuck it in here. Patty also did these. Everybody's going to get either a holographic copper or a holographic gold glitter. I bought this stuff. Don't laugh at me how much I preach at you guys not to pet things. I bought this color. Oh, now I'm getting it all over me. I love it so much. I bought this color because I had to have it, but never used it. I just wanted to pet it. What do you think about that? I bought a few kilos of it, and the color was so stinking gorgeous. Yeah, here's some stumped in here. So gorgeous. I had to have some. And when I saw these out there, yeah, Patty did a great job. Oh, I'm glad some of it dropped. So this is that holographic, it's a glitter holographic copper, and there's a holographic, anyway, so there's a sample of one of the boxes. We got a lot more to do to get them all finished for you guys. Also, the watercolors, we did the event 2 weekends ago. There is still some left. Now, this just happened to be a beautiful set that I had pulled to show on camera that never got counted in on what we sold. So I have almost the full set left, plus some other colors. I'll be putting them up on the website sometime in the next couple of days. It's so you guys can pick them individually, but these are 30 ml jars of iridescent watercolors, and they are gorgeous. And most of you guys have already gotten your watercolors all right, so you can talk about if you got them. So today, Jasmine and I are going to go over the Crystal Serpentine Set. Now, you got a little show and tell on them in the very last live, because I was opening up Bling jars in front of you guys, oohing and awing of these jars that, like I said, they're all over my house for the past 19 years. This is my lab. And now I have to move. You haven't gotten your watercolors, Terry? Maybe you only had a jar or two and they're going to put it in this box. Didn't you only get 2 jars? I may not have given a thing for you. I know the people that ordered a lot. I thought yours got shipped, but they may have been waiting because you did order a mystery box. Of course, Terry has to tell she didn't get hers yet. That's okay. Yeah, work is awesome. So, what I want to do today, I've got these 2 boards that I repainted over. They're actually a nice hardboard that has that back to it, that harder back to it that can be resin. Yeah. Oh, you got your 2 jars. Well, that's what I just said, Terry. The mystery boxes aren't shipping yet because I'm still ripping all the samples apart on the shelves. And it's too bad we got 4th of July coming up, because I was soliciting people. Even Terry's going to try to come up and help me, but she couldn't come at the time when when I was ready, where I could start receiving people in the house. Okay, so what we're going to do is go through these colors. I'm looking for my sheet. Sorry, our live got off a little bit funny today. I'm looking for the sheet. I have them all written down of the names. Here it is. Yes. See, I have a little sheet of them all written down, so we got the names on these things. So actually the first color, and I'm hoping to come, yeah. Oh, good, when Dan gets home. Yeah, anybody in California, we got a few volunteers coming from California or close by if they're driving to California this summer to help me get this stuff done, because I got to get out of here. We got to get these boxed, and we need to get all this stuff done. Still trying to figure out how to do an art auction. I may be having to shoot them all in advance and then actually do the art auction from my hallway, because some of these pieces are so huge, I'm not going to be able to put them on the table. But we are going to try to have an art auction. All right, so I'm just going to go right down the line here and make sure I got my little cheat sheet here with the names on here. So the first color we played with, and everybody fell in love with this color, was the Oceanic Aqua, okay? Yeah, but maybe Terry and all the girls, maybe you guys can just help me from afar, as long as we're keeping track of people that are interested in what we're doing. So this color, trying to figure out how to get the right little scoops and show this off to you guys. Like, I showed these on paper first last time so people could just see what they look like before I kind of put them in the thingy, but I'm sure that it'll show pretty good. Now, I don't know if the back of my hand's going to show very much color because black doesn't show. Oh, yeah. That's the Oceanic Aqua on my hand. Let's see what it looks like with a little bit of varnish put in there. You know, I planned on getting some mixing spoons here, and then I forgot. So I only want a few drops of varnish, but for me, if you put it in a transparent material first, you can actually see what the color looks like 100% all on its own. You know, what does it actually look like? Kind of blend it up the stick to see what color that is. Now, this is just the Bling IT mineral. There's no actual color in it. And this one, I decided I want to put a couple drops of the Vivid Intense Titan Teal. Now, the Titan Teal does have a tiny bit of white in it, so I don't want to put too much. I just kind of want one drop and make myself, oh yeah. God, that's turned out really gorgeous. A really beautiful, gorgeous turquoise. My plan is if I can get these all mixed up and get them on the boards, I want to do a varnishing thing here on the back with these. So I probably need a tiny bit more. I'm trying to get my bearings here on how much I need to mix up. If any of you guys know me, I hate wasting varnish, period. It's just not my favorite thing to do. I love my varnish. I'm adding a little more color. I just got to get an idea how much I'm going to need because varnish goes far. I'm going to do a glaze effect and see if I can't pull a cell activator on top of them as a glaze. Now that's probably too much, but this is the Oceanic Aqua. This is the color everybody was oohing and awing over last time I was on. It's gorgeous. Okay, this color is called Pink Ashen Violet. Okay, Ashen Violet. Now, it's kind of a smoky color. It's kind of got a smokiness to it. I feel like I want to put these down with a paintbrush. Let you guys see what they actually look like with a little water on them like I did last time. And then mix them in if we can pull that off. Get a little water down here. I don't want much. I just want a little bit. I just want to pull some out and see what it looks like all on its own here. When I did that last time, yeah, see. So here's that Ashen Violet on its own. I think that's really going to help so you guys get all the nuances of what's in there, okay? And then let's mix some of the Ashen Violet. It's kind of got a smokiness to it, which thus the name Ashen. Now, I'm going to take a creative license here because putting a little bit of cotton candy in here is risky, but the cotton candy is such a pretty color. But let's put a couple drops of our varnish in first. Now, I put too little in the first one, too much when I added two more. I know these are big cups. Oh, yeah. Look at that. I love that color. It's got a nice purpley tone to it, but I'm going to add some of the cotton candy. It is a very smoky purple. And one drop, if I can get one drop of the Purely Pigments cotton candy into it. Come on, baby. Ooh, look what that did. Ooh, that really brightened up that. Remember that combination, Ashen Violet and cotton candy. Ooh, I don't mind stirring them with the little ones because I don't want to waste it, but I think it's going to have more camera impact. What can you not use cotton candy with? Good point. Okay. Very, very, very good point. What can I say? I'm not gonna do them in the exact order, but I wanted to still come. Now I'm gonna do two colors in this one. If you guys have been watching me all my lives, I'm totally in love with the A Bit of Honey, which I think this is in set 2 or 3. I know it's not in set 4. And a drop of the Aztec yellow just to warm it up. But you're making notes. Thank you, Miss Terry. Terry's taking notes. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm even in love with what just happened to my paper towel here. I swear we need to save paper towels for all the stuff and find some way to lay it and put resin down. That might be a whole nother technique, because I can't tell you how many petty pieces of whatever I toss away doing this. So this color is called Goldilocks. Okay, now it's not just gold. It may look like it's just gold, but it is a blend. If you look in here, you might see the different colors of the rainbow in there. There is a blend of other colors in there that gives you kind of the red and the green and the gold and the pink along with the gold. But so there's a violet and there's a pink in there too. I think it might be gorgeous with this bit of honey and that other color. Let's get our bit of varnish over here. Get a couple drops going. See, now it really looks like a gold on gold on gold. So that's why I kind of want to paint these down on the paper if it works. So you guys can get at least a feel of the other colors in it. Of course, there's a little bit of purple that came from whatever was on my brush, but you'll kind of see almost every color of the rainbow in that gold, thus the name Goldilocks, and there's still a transparency to it. Most golds sit on the surface like a big old mirror and reflect instead of refract. This intentionally has been blended, so it's got a little bit more transparency to it. Let's add some of this bit of honey. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to make this one a little bit richer. I want 1 drop of my Aztec yellow, just to give it a little warmth. If I could do a half a drop, well, there you go, I would. Half a drop is definitely enough. It's just to warm up the yellow. I like this yellow in certain mixes where you kind of want that dirty ochre yellow, but then there's other times when you want to warm it up just a little bit. So did someone say hi to Sylvia? Is Sylvia in the room? Hopefully. That's really awesome if she's here watching. Yay. Oh yeah, look what happened. Look how that color completely changed. Wow. See if I can get my brush on that one. That's worth even just looking back on that paper. That bit of honey with the Aztec gold and the Goldilocks. Look at the difference. This is the straight Goldilocks. This is the Goldilocks with the bit of honey and a little bit of the Aztec gold. What an incredible difference. And because the purely pigment colors are so translucent, you get so much color pop off of them. Seriously. Bang, bang, bang. Okay, what's next? We've done this color. We've done the ashen. I think I'm going to go down here. There's a color here called Lilac Sapphire. So it kind of has a mauvey, bluey color to it. Okay. But it seems really bright. Remember, these Bling IT blends I made over the years, and we were just discovering this. You should make a purely pigment chart with that. What? What did you guys just say? Oh. Huh. I can't see you guys' message for some reason on this iPad. My apologies. I guess I'm no longer getting the chat, so I'm not seeing what's coming across my phone. See if I can't change it to live chat. And then I can see you guys. Because I think someone said Sylvia's here. Come on, iPad. You know, this has been the day for technical issues. It just has. It's just not behaving like normal. But so be it. I'm going to keep going. I can't see what you guys are saying, but I'm going to keep going. So bear with me while YouTube tries to reset this. All right, this color. Ooh, God, look how pretty that is. So this is this lilac sapphire. It's trying to restart on that iPad. I hope I can see people's comments. Look at the color in there. Oh, that really has a lot of sparkle. Yeah, this is that lilac sapphire. Add a little bit of varnish to this one. Wow, I like that color just the way it is. It's so beautiful. Look at that. Oh, there's a whole rainbow. We'll make this like a college lecture and listen. Okay. Well, at least I saw that comment. I can't see the screen, but I can see the screen on me phone. This one, yeah, look at that. I don't know. I'm like, I got to paint this out as it is, guys. I didn't plan on this, but I kind of think I need to show you the before when it's just in varnish. This is the before in just the varnish. You see, oh my God, there's like this rainbow of sparkling colors in there. Wow, it's okay. We love Terry talking. She's very communicative. So you can see that's lilac sapphire. It's definitely got a blue violet tinge to it. I'm going to put some wisteria in this one. This is from the new set number 4 neon set, the Purely Pigments neon set. 1 drop of wisteria. And let's see what happens. Oh, see, I see it. It may be subtle to you guys, but definitely, now this is not dry yet. This one's not dry yet, but definitely the purple is coming through in the second one. This one's way more blue. You can see that little bit of wisteria in there. And oh my God, I can see, can I pull this a little bit closer to the light for you guys? Can see all that sparkle. Like, it looks like dazzling diamonds under that thing. Yeah, this is that lilac sapphire. Loving that color. All the way, all the way. I think I'm going to get some more scratch paper here because I think I like where we're going, where we're painting these swatches, and you guys are getting a chance to see kind of the before and after. Because see, once you put acrylic medium in there, the acrylic medium by its very nature, when it's wet, is sort of milky, and then that brilliant color gets lost, right? So yeah, we're playing with the Crystal Serpentine Set. You know, the Dragon's Lair set I put up last night, that new Primer Element set, and the name kind of came from a discussion with some friends about dragons hoard things, right? They are known for, I guess, taking treasures and taking them back to their lair. And so it was kind of a great idea for a name for all the primary elements that I'm finding in these primary elements, and Bling IT SET, it's a little warm here, that I'm finding in these trays and boxes all around me. I mean, I'm up to my ears. Like I said, when Patty was here, she said, how could you not be paralyzed? Now, I'm not going to keep playing that, Patty, because I've decided not to be paralyzed since you got here. But it has been overwhelming, I will admit. But going through these colors, it's like inspiring me and my hands to bling. Okay, let's continue on. So I'd never heard of a peach moonstone, but yes, so dragons are awesome. And thank you, Patty. You're right. And even Jasmine agrees. She's all in, right? She's all in. She's now back with me on my lives. It's too bad John's not here to see Jasmine. He just loves that cat. But yeah, I mean, you know, we just go through our lives. Suddenly 19 years passes, and then when you suddenly have to move your studio and lab, you're like, oh my goodness, I really have all this stuff around me. It's kind of hard to imagine. And in hindsight, I wish I'd done it 10 years ago, only because of my age. It'd be a lot easier if I was in my 60s. Uh-oh. Are you coming over here, honey? You cannot get on the table. No, you cannot get on the table. She heard me say her name. She's been extra attention oriented lately. Extra attention oriented. Okay, let's see if we can't get back on this before she steals the show. Okay, guys. So this color is called Peach Moonstone. And I'm going to run out of them. I'm going to need to get more of these little guys. It is what it sounds like. Yes, there's going to be a lot of peachy, pinky color to it. Yeah, she does, Terry. I kind of don't want to talk about him right now, if that's okay. So, yeah, she misses her friend. She misses her brother. I miss her brother. Anyway, Peach Moonstone. Let's put a little bit of varnish in here. Oops, that poofed up. I love my peachy pinks. I think peach and turquoise are such great transitional colors. You can go from pink to violet to blue to violet now. This kind of has a really strong, almost looks like a satiny, peachy tone. I think the final recipe that I sent to the lab, because this is my lab sample, I added a little bit deeper of a rose-colored mica to it, so it'd be a little bit richer, but you won't be disappointed. And we're going to make a little bit of a peach on peach color with just one drop of the Vivid Intense, and this is Titan Peach. Now, the colors with the Titan have a little white in them, but that's okay. And that Titan Peach is actually just going to add some opacity to this. Break things up so it looks nice, peachy, and satiny. Oh, wow, those are starting to dry. You can definitely tell that one drop of wisteria made that purple and this stayed blue. So this, and then with that Titan teal, it's going to have a little bit of a white in it. Like I said, I did deepen the final recipe that went to the lab, and that's the thing. You're looking at my samples that I've had here. And right now, if Sylvia did log in, and I thought I saw somebody say hi to Sylvia, our crew is actually watching what's going on right now. Hopefully, they're seeing me go through this test run and show and tell the colors. So the very next color let's play with is Lavender Quartz. Yeah, because we did the Ashen, we've done the Goldilocks, we've done the Moonstone, we've done the Aqua. I was leaving the teal, so I didn't do two turquoises in a row. And we've done Lilac Sapphire. I'm going to pull those jars forward so we know we haven't missed some colors here. So this color is called Lavender Quartz. Oh, wow. Again, another color that has a lot of a rainbow effect. I was really into that when I was making these things. I wanted to have some color, but then see every color of the rainbow in it when I turned them and they sparkled. So let's try this one with just a little bit of water. Oh, I mean not water, the varnish. Sorry, guys, I got a little sidetracked. Ooh, that kind of is a strange looking shade. definitely looks like a quartz. See if I can paint. If it'll let me paint the other side of these things. Wow. Can you see that? All the blues and the violets. It's very, very pale. Yeah, that's the lavender quartz. Now, I decided I wanted to put some of the groovy guava in. And so we're going to add some groovy guava, a drop of groovy guava. Since it's so transparent, I'm going to put 2, if it lets me put 2 drops in. There's a trick to doing the Purely Pigments. You're going to have to put the bottle to the side, push the whole thing in, let it suck up the color, and then get that second drop in. There we go. Groovy guava. So let's see what the groovy guava looks like with, oh wow. That's kind of a really strange, very shifty combination there. Yeah, what it did is just kind of accentuate all the violet in that thing, right? Woo! Man, this is beautiful. So that's the lavender quartz with the, yeah, lavender quartz. Now, your jars may look like this, they may not. There's still a plastic shortage that goes off and on, and every once in a while, we had to change our jars to this size. From this size, it's still a ½ ounce, but we'll be getting the other size soon, so I can't guarantee if they're going to come in this shape or the flat shape, but it'll still be the same amount in the jar. I just realized that I'm using a shape of a jar you guys might not have seen before. So this is our groovy guava and the lavender quartz. See if I can get a few more of those clear jars that I have. I'm running out of them. I thought I pulled enough to do all 10 colors. And I think I need a few more. There we go. We got more jars. Okay, so let's get going to the next couple colors that we've got here. I think we can play with the turquoise again. Now this one is this I would consider a blue-green. This is more of a green-blue. You can see that it's got more of a smoky green blue to it. I am going to use a drop of the cyan aqua. I believe that's from set number 3. Get some of that varnish in here. Can't seem to get my paintbrush clean as much as I want. I got to get some of that red off of this, right? Get that clean. All right, let's look at it straight. I mean, I'm trying to pick colors that go with it. So this is the straight color. It's more of an aqua, or we're calling it a teal. The name of this one is Tide Pool Teal. And if we add a drop of the cyan aqua to it, I'm going to put 2 drops in there just to see what happens. What's this going to do to our colors, guy? So I'm picking colors that are somewhat compatible and just going to brighten it, maybe not change it, but it's really obvious that 2 drops, wow, big difference on that one. 2 drops of the cyan aqua. Holy moly. That cyan aqua is really strong in the purely pigments. You can definitely see the difference in between those two, right? I'm loving how these are starting to dry where we're getting all the shifty tones with them drying. Give me 1 second, guys. The feed's completely gone down and I can't see anything, so I'm going to try to reboot you just on my laptop here to the left. So if I need to see something you folks are saying to me. For some reason, Video IQ is trying to dominate my channel and take over. Okay, so Karen Stone said love. Hopefully that's the last one we saw here. I'm really having major difficulties. It's not even letting me see you guys on normal YouTube. Video IQ. Yeah, these Bling ITs are good in resin, Janelle. You are correct. But Video IQ's ad is trying to dominate my ability to see my live and answer you guys. And it's refusing to show my chat. I don't know what the deal is with Video IQ. Luna, you know what I'm talking about. It's horrible. It's like trying to take away the feed so I can't see what's on the camera at the same time while I'm doing the feed. But at least I can see your voices here because, yeah, they're good in resin. Hey, Sylvia, the Fool's Gold Mineral Flakes in the Mystery Box are gorgeous in resin. You know, she's right. Sylvia just said those moon rocks I showed in the box, that mystery box, are gorgeous in resin. She is absolutely correct. They will be stunning. She gets to fool around with the resin once in a while when Sylvia's not too busy basically running the floor and taking care of her beautiful children and family. I had a chance to see Solomon on Saturday. He was so adorable, Sylvia. Such a handsome young man. Okay, back to it. This one is called Smoky Topaz. This is Smoky Topaz. So let's get a little jar out here and see what this puppy looks like. Obviously, it's going to have kind of a smokiness to it, thus the name of the Smoky Topaz. It's kind of got a smoky. I love the lavender quartz. I'm in love with that lavender quartz color. Yeah, I love this Smoky Topaz too. It's, again, I kind of went through a big rainbow thing when I made these. I wanted to make sure that no matter what color you got, when you mixed it up, you still got flashes of every other color of the rainbow in it. It's just, it's my thing. They call me the pearly girl for a reason. I love Bling IT. And that, yeah, Janelle, that's the point. Primary elements is water soluble and it has to be modified if it's going to go into the resin, where the Bling IT line is pure minerals. You could use it as eyeshadow if you want to. I mean, I know girls that used it for eyeshadow when they were getting ready for prom. So while we don't tout it, but pure minerals that have no color in it can be used for pretty much almost anything. They're natural, right? Okay, so this is what the smoky one looks like without anything added to it. Very pale, transparent, kind of a pretty smoky blue. Okay, but the color I had paired to go with it, you're going to think is nuts. I'm going to put in some of that Fiji Violet. Fiji Violet is a color that is in the number 4 neon set. Just one little drop of that. 2 of the cyan aqua was too strong in the last one, so let's see what just 1 drop does this time around, right? Oh my, what just happened? Holy moly. 1 drop of Fiji Violet in that Smoky Topaz. Whew, doesn't look anything like that original swatch that we're painting next to. This was the one I put down with just the varnish. This is one drop of Fiji Violet. It's a neon violet in the number 4 set of the Purely Pigments. Yeah, I am loving that color combination. Absolutely. So we got some Fiji Violet and the Smoky Topaz here. All right, we've got 2 left, and then I got to decide what I'm going to do with these things because I kind of don't want to waste it at all. Let's see if I can get another scratch piece of paper here that we can use for the last couple colors. Yeah, she's right. Sylvia's talking about adding the Bling IT Pure Minerals into her nail polish, made eyeshadows with it, thick cocoa butter, and made shimmery body butter. What a great idea, Sylvia. Wow, you guys, did you hear that? Oh, yeah, let's make some body butter, baby. You know, women want to look pretty after they're out of the bath and they've got some nice body butter on. It doesn't help that there's a little shine to it, right? Okay, this one is called Purple Agate. I know there's a lot that seem to have a purple blue cast to these, but again, I went through this series when I made these, and there's, like I said, there's 50 more sitting on my drafting table. I just wrote the recipes down for. I need to take a sample of. Yeah, did you read that? Sylvia said it was a project they used with teen girls to make body butter. Wow, that is so awesome. Yeah, that's one thing about pure minerals. And so Bling ITs are pure minerals. That's what they are. Now this has a really deep mauve tone to it. I don't know if I could just rub it straight on. No, it's going to have to go in. But this is so dark and smoky. Purple Agate. Add a little bit of some of this varnish. Oh, I see how it got its name, Purple Agate. That is definitely, wow, look at that color. So let's see what it looks like straight. Whoa. That's pretty powerful for just a Bling IT. Look how much color's in there. Now, for some reason, I pulled the Big Kahuna Blue. So I'm rethinking this. Now, if I was trying to match it, I might go, oh, snap. But I had pulled the blue Kahuna Blue in the neon set. The Kahuna Blue, it is a neon teal. Just see what happens when I added, because we know if you add turquoise and purple together, it makes a tertiary color, a third color of some kind of darker blue. So there's some of the Kahuna in it. Yeah, it's just going to deepen it and make it more of a blue violet, a smoky blue violet, but this is crazy. Wow. Might need a little more blue in there for it to really show up. That is really powerful. And that color is called Purple Agate. Okay, last but definitely not least, this is a color that Miss McGee has already pinned on. Her and Sherry Ellis plan on sharing this color. So I'm told their names are already on the bottom of the sample jar of this. This color is called Green Ametrine. That's an actual stone. I do like to name my stuff after normal stones. So it's kind of this funky peridot green, but there's all kinds of reds and violet and a little splash of what looks like a copper in there, almost like an opalescent copper. Maybe that's why Sherry was so excited seeing that color, because Sherry's chosen colors for her mystery box are orange and bronze. But when she saw this ametrine, She said, mine, 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 mine. Actually, I think that was Evelyn and Catherine that used the word mine, but she did place dibs on this color because she said she liked it. So by itself, a reminder one more time, what does it look like when it's just in varnish? Because really, this is the best way to see the colors. You put it in an acrylic base, you can't really see it because it's milky, right? Now see how this is a green, but you can see the pink and the violet in it, and red. I see all those colors in it. Now I'm gonna go way out on a limb here. I'm adding 1 drop of citronella. Mom really likes that color. Oh, she likes this ametrine color? Yeah, this is so pretty. Yes, and we plan on making more like this. Like I said, I've got 50 more bling combinations sitting on the table in the other room that I haven't even had a chance to go through. But, you know, we're trying to sell these things out and get these things made and get them in your hands. You know, I focused so much on the primer elements over the years because I figured, you know, everybody and their mother's got some kind of colored mica mineral. But then I realized nobody's making blends like me. I make the blends. We're not just repackaging a color that you can find in Germany or Asia. By the way, fun fact, the Asian countries and Germany are the only 2 countries in the world so far that have the color-coded technology for color-coding mica. The United States has not caught up yet at all. I'm really having trouble with my Purely Pigment bottles today. I want 1 drop of citronella on this little puppy, and my bubble, my little top. Come on, give me 1 drop, please. Let's get a second one. I don't know if this has happened to you, but I think my little dropper has collapsed. I need to play with this after we get off and see if I can't get some air back into my bottle. All right, let's get, wow. That's weird. You would have thought the green, that's really interesting. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. You would think the green would make it brighter, but it actually made it more olive. Maybe not that much went in there. Let's do one more time, but I'm going to grab some of the Venomous Viper. I know my bottle's working on the Viper. It could be also there. This could be a sample. See my name, the name written on the bottom and not a label. This is not made by my crew. This probably only has so much in the bottle, but because it's shook up, it coats the sides. My samples are not full as the ones that, oh my God, the Fiji Violet. And I know, I'm with you, Terry. So let's add 2 drops of Venomous Viper, which has twice the color saturation as the citronella, because I want to see what happens when I actually add. Wow. Well, I'm getting more color, but that red that's in there is still kind of dominating. The red and pink and violet mica that's in there, that's crazy what it's doing. It's dominating. But that's okay. Now that's a little bit brighter. I got a little bit more color on that one. But you can see all the other colors in there that are blended in. Yeah, that's a good idea. Audra says she touches the stir stick with the dropper sometimes just to get it to start moving. Sometimes it does that for her. Me, I normally just tilt the bottle to the side, push this all the way in, and then let it slurp it all the way up. But that's a really great idea, Audra. That's fantastic. So now that I've got these all mixed up, what the heck am I going to do with these? First of all, I need to get a little basket and get all of these off the table. These little guys need to get off the table here. And we'll remove our bottles and put them back in their little basket to the right. Give me a second to clean up our little stage so we can make room to play with these just a little bit. Now, these are 2 canvases that have already been, I used them as swipe tests on one of our other lives. and I painted them over with white paint today so we could use them as another surface to test on. Let's see, get all these little guys off to the side, out of the way, get our Vivid Intense off. So I typically like to varnish, and I like to varnish on top of Prism Pour. One of my favorite colors is to lay down French silk, lay down a base, and then varnish on top. I did not do that because it would already have to be varnished and dried. So we're going to try to do it on white today and see what that looks like. And then I just have an idea as a test. I don't know if it's going to work. I want to see what happens if I try to just use white cell activator on the areas that I varnished and see if the activator, the white cell activator, actually works. So we got a lot of colors here. We have 10 colors mixed up, quite a bit. So let me see what order I think I would want to put them in. Because I'm going to split them up between these two. That's not a bad one. So I want a darker color in the foreground. I kind of want a mid-range tone here, a bright tone here, and we'll go with a darker tone at the top. And maybe the purple will be our darker tone. And then we'll do, I know you guys don't know what I'm doing. I'm playing the pea and shell game here. But when I do these varnish glazes, I like to kind of go where I'm thinking of a landscape. You know, how does a landscape work when you're looking at the sunset or foreground and the sky, right? So let's got our first board here. Get this puppy back and see. And I'm just going to do some quick varnish glazing. I'm not going to be doing anything elaborate, but this gives us also a chance to see how these colors work together. Sorry, I'm sitting here going through my brushes, deciding which wide mouth brush I need. My favorite one, I used to lay down the white paint earlier. And I need to get that white off of it. So it's been soaking for me, but just as a backup, I want to make sure I had a couple other brushes here. Okay, so now varnishing, glazing, the colors will just kind of blend into each other. I did that big piece and I ended up doing all the nacreous acrylic resin clouds over the top. I had actually taped off the surface to try to block off parts of the sunset. This one, I'm not going to do that. I kind of want to just be able to, see, I think if I can do this in the front. Yeah, I know, I'm overthinking this. Okay, so I don't remember the color combination. Hopefully you guys remember which one was which. That brush doesn't want to work for me. And all I'm going to do is go over the top of this and do some glazing on this. Sorry, guys, give me a minute. There's something that's going to knock my board down if I don't move this. The second board is not allowing us to work there, so we're just going to take it off the table for right now. Like I said, normally I'll do this on top of the Prism Pour base. White is kind of stark to work on, but, and this is that one. I think this one had the ashen violet in it, or the ashen plum. Oh yeah, that's really pretty. Ah. What do you want to have dibs on? I want to see those. I want dibs on, so I can do dibs on some. Bye, Sylvia. I guess Sylvia left us. Bye, sweetheart. So good to see you. So I don't know how I'm going to transition my green. Oh, I know what I can do. Great way to transition green. Turquoise will always go into green, right? Guys, I've never done this before on just a whiteboard, but as I knew I was going to mix these up in the varnish, I kept thinking, what could I possibly do that would make this work? Now, this green's pretty insane color. Ooh, look at that. I kind of like what that green's doing. That's a crazy shift. Not what I expected at all. Wow. Okay, we're getting a little bit glimmer and glitz here. Okay. That green is spectacular. So is that ashen purple. I think I want a little bit more of this dark blue in the front. Even though there's a little bit green left on my brush. Here's an interesting thing. It's very hard to make mud. Very, very, very hard to make mud. I got some more of this ashen purple. I'm just going to use everything I mixed up. And maybe this will be, and by the way, I haven't cleaned my brush yet. If you think I'm crazy, I'm just kind of mixing them into one another. And I think maybe it's because the color is so clean. It's really, really hard to make mud. I'm going to spritz off my brush just a little bit. Wow, look at how sparkly my bristles are. Crazy there. Get that off. That's a green, beautiful color. That had the venomous viper with this green ametrine. Beautiful color. Now I know this is supposed to be safe for the other board, but I have a little bit of the Goldilocks here mixed up. And I don't know, I just wanted to see what it was going to do if I mixed it into that green. So there is that Goldilocks mixed with all those colors. This makes a great base for other stuff later on you can go on top of. I could do a swipe on top of this. It's just better than having the board being blah. Okay, so I'm going to do the second board with the colors I have left over. Just going to try, now that I'm seeing how it's going to react to this white board. See if we get this brush cleaned off, because that gold is really strong with that bit of honey. I need a nice clean brush that doesn't have any of that gold or green left in it, right? Sorry, but this is the stuff, this is the part of doing stuff that's live. All right, so I'm in love with this peachy color, but I'm going to kind of put it towards the center here, not necessarily as my start color. And then I'm going to go to the aqua that I made a whole ton of, that first color of aqua. Remember, this was the Tide Pool Aqua? No, the Tide Pool Teal Oceana Aqua. The aqua, yes, I knew it was going to do that. The aqua blending with the turquoise is gorgeous. See how there's a little bit of the peach still left on my brush, and I put some aqua in it and brushed over? I'm loving how these colors transition. Now I have a pinky. Oh, this is that strange color that was very purpley, and we added that pink to it. Let's see what this does in the peach. It should transition nice because they're both sort of in the red-violet family, right? And then I've got more of another, ooh, I want to know what that one was. Whoever took notes, this color, I gotta know how I made that. I'm gonna have to go back and watch the broadcast because this color is taking my breath away. See how cool it is? If the colors are clean enough, you can go right on top of a purple of technically a peach or an orange. See you later, sweetheart. Have a good one. So good to see you. And then last but not least, I think this is one of the blues. Oh, this had that smoky blue in it. And then I added, yeah, this had that mauve-y smoky color. Well, lesson learned today, I think on the next simulcast, I'm going to have to do a test, do a private one, and make sure it works. Not that I want to, keep anybody out, but we definitely need to test this. So I think I'm going to put a tiny bit more of this aqua down here, kind of make my aqua a little bit stronger. Still leaving the aqua on my brush, going to kind of reapply some of this peach. Of course, this makes me think of the beach, that peach to aqua color when they blend into one another. I'm loving this color combination. This is not a bad base color for a board. So let me get my brushes and something to protect them. Turn around and talk to you guys. I just want to say thank you for all of your patience this morning, for the past few days of everything that I had to reschedule, trying to get this stuff done, get these boxes done. We're going to try to figure out how to do an art auction this weekend. And there's a lot of people's pieces around my house. I'll do my very best to try to get photos of them up. Maybe I can post them in the community, unless there's some way I can do like a little photo array that just goes on. I know they do it on YouTube, or just like a slideshow type of thing, if I can pull it off. Anyway, so back to the business. The serpentine set, Crystal Serpentine Set that we just put up, that we just showed today, is on for sale for $69 on the website. The Dragon's Lair set is up, but recipes are still in production. So it'll probably be a week before that set is done, and then you'll have an image. Hopefully I'll be playing with some of those on Friday or Saturday. It depends on how quickly I can get back what they make. Sometimes the batches don't match exactly because you're making a bigger volume of something. So when it comes to the primary elements, I do like to try to use theirs so it matches, but we'll see how far along they are, because we're working really hard to get all this stuff done way before 4th of July, because everybody's going to be busy next week. So we wanted to put all this out. The neon individuals are up there. All you founding members, you still get your 10% off. And Terry, you sent me a message about that. You need to be logged into your account in order for that 10% off to be visible. I know you're probably going to tell me you were logged in. I'm just saying that's what I would be telling you on the phone call if I called you right after. Right, thank you so much, Terry. Both boards, yeah, they're really interesting, but it's a way to just show the color, do it in a varnish glaze, show the blending, show no mud. Listen, you guys, I love you. I will see you Friday at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Love you. See you then. Bye.